I don't think I will ever understand how people can just start over and be okay.
Not okay. I think the hardest part of single motherhood is like, and I'm talking to the single moms that don't have a village and don't have a co-parent.
Being a single mom seems to be one of the toughest jobs to do. Even in a double parent household, it's a lot taking care of your children. Then imagine just a single parent household where you have the mom. It is crazy. Very, very crazy. So, in today's video, we are going to be looking at single mothers crashing out, talking about their struggles and the challenges they face as single moms. So guys, welcome to today's video. If you are new to this space, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section, and let us get right into the video.
I don't think I will ever understand how people can just start over and be okay. Like, single moms are out there doing it every day. And they make it look so effortless. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. No, the fuck, I can't. Like, I'm fucking trying. And like, how do you start? Like, I have nothing. Nobody. And I'm supposed to just make it like everything's okay. How do you do it? How the fuck do you women do it? Because I can't.
Not okay. Ah! Get your shit together, Ashley. I'm not okay. I don't know how to be okay anymore.
I'm literally gonna film this because I'm pretty sure one day I'll look back on this, like when I make it to my next level. But this is what it looks like being a single mom. I hired my nanny to come and watch my daughter. And 30 minutes before I need to be where I'm supposed to be, mind you, this is for work. And it's been a long time since I've had like a big appearance, a work event, like just something where it's getting me to the next level. And she literally cancels on me 30 minutes before I need to be out the door. And I've called around, like I literally have barely any support. Barely any support. And so it's just frustrating. Like, these are the moments that people don't get to see. Like, they don't see how, like, you're trying to juggle your day. Your day is wrapped around being a mom. But then on top of that, you're also trying to get to the next level. Like, you're trying to hustle, you're trying to bustle, you don't get that freedom to just get up and do what you want to do. And even when you try to have it all worked out and figured out, you know, like I plan to have this nanny come, and what are the odds of she literally canceling 30 minutes before I need to be somewhere? These are just the moments where I'm like trying to continue to trust God, because it is already inconvenience that I have been placed in a circumstance where I'm a single mom, and I didn't even want that. And I've been trying to push and keep going and work and put out content and get to the next level. I wanted to press play because I'm trusting God that one day I can look back and just be like, I remember when I was just trying to work and things like this happen, you know? So it's not even like a woe is me, like I need sympathy moment. It's just literally life. And this isn't the first time I've had to like miss out on things that can push me forward. And yeah, it's just frustrating. So it's just been a rough year. I don't like people to see me do this because, you know, I got my haters and people who also contributed into the factor of me being a single mom who want to laugh at me and they think it's funny. This is why I don't show this part online. I don't show the struggle of it all, like the hustle and bustle of it all. I don't show that part because I don't like to see my enemies see me break. But at the end of the day, I'm filming this because I'm trusting and believing that there's going to be a day where I'm going to look back at this and it's just going to be different. I guess I'll show you guys what I was going to be wearing. Did my hair. It took me 2 hours. I've never worn this dress, so I was excited to wear this one.
All right, queen. Where am I, queen? You're welcome. Yum. Yum. Good. Love you.
Being a single mother is really stressful. I will tell you for free, it is stressful coming from a single mother of 4 amazing children. But teaching a grown man how to be a father to his children is exhausting, is frustrating, is depressing, it is stressful, it is madness. Hey!
I think the hardest part of single motherhood is like, and I'm talking to the single moms that don't have a village and don't have a co-parent, okay? I'm not talking to all single moms. But I think the hardest part of that version of single motherhood is realizing that you have no one to call and that no one is coming to save you. That all of the problems fall on you. That when you feel trapped, like you're stuck inside of a wall, a cycle, a hamster wheel, and you're trying to find solutions for ways out, you feel just that, trapped. You feel like you're the only entity, you're the only being, you're the only person that can change your situation, which is true in most settings. But for single motherhood, it hits differently because it's like that weight of those children, the weight of life, the weight of society, the weight of the economy, literally the weight of everything is your weight. So there's nothing that you can do about it besides grind harder. And then with the grind comes stress, because with grinding you need childcare. With grinding you need the ability to think quietly. With grinding you need the ability to problem solve, which if you have small children, it can be hard to do that uninterrupted. So it's really difficult. It's really fucking hard. And I don't think, like, yes, there's something to be said for poor planning that contributes to a lot of these situations. And I'm only saying that because I lived it. But I don't think anyone deserves to have to enter parenthood alone and have the weight of everything on them. This isn't how it's designed to be, and it's really, really sad when you're in this situation and you're trying to do the best for your kids, but you feel absolutely trapped. Like, every solution that you had, don't be solutioning. It ends up becoming like another problem you have to solve. And then it's just like a bunch of things that stem more things for you to solve on your own.
You want to know what the worst part about being a single mom is you get robbed of a certain motherhood experience. It just doesn't exist for you when you're a single mom. You don't get to operate in a certain way because you're carrying a different type of load. And that, I think, is the most frustrating / heartbreaking thing, because it's just like, damn, if I had a different level of support, the way that I could run, the way that I could carry it. And props for how you carry the load that you have, but it's just like you sit there and you think like, oh, how great could I have been had I had the certain level of support that I deserved during pregnancy, during raising your children, whatever that looks like. It's just like, I don't know, sometimes I have that moment of reflection where I'm like, wow, not only did you like not show up, you stole something from me.
Do you know what's harder than being a single mum? Being with a man who keeps your nervous system in survival mode. Living in constant fight or flight, always scanning the room for the mood he's in, listening to the tone of his voice to figure out whether today will be calm or whether something small is about to explode. Walking on eggshells in your own home. Thinking 3 steps ahead every time you speak. Suppressing who you are in case it offends them. Choosing your words carefully. Softening your opinions. Trying to keep the peace so the atmosphere in the home doesn't suddenly shift. Watching for the small signs, the sighs, the silence, the look. Trying to predict the storm before it comes so you can stop it. You know, people say to me they can't believe it that I find it easier being a single mum. They ask how it's possible that I have more peace, more joy, more energy now than when I was in a relationship. From the outside, it sounds backwards. People assume that doing everything on your own must be harder. But what many people don't understand is that when you remove constant tension, conflict, and emotional instability from your life, the weight you were carrying suddenly disappears. Because when you live like that, your body never really relaxes. You know, your shoulders are always tense, your stomach's always tight, your mind's always alert. Even when nothing is happening, you're waiting for something to happen. That is survival mode. And people look at single mothers and think that must be the hardest thing in the world. And yes, it is incredibly hard to carry everything. To be the one organizing, planning, worrying, providing, holding everything together. But it's way easier to be on your own when you are not also dealing with someone who is constantly dysregulating your nervous system. You're not also dealing with chaos, conflict, tension, draining the energy that you need for yourself and for your child. That's a completely different kind of exhaustion. Doing it alone is hard, but doing it while someone is actively destabilizing your peace is another level entirely. And honestly, that's way harder than being alone.
So hard! They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. And you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month.
Literally, I stayed in the hospital for a whole fucking week because I had an overdose. I overdosed because I literally did not want to be here no more. I didn't have a pulse for 11 something, almost 12 minutes because I didn't want to be here. I felt like this is
Nobody talks about the amount of times as a fucking mom that you sit in the fucking car and just cry, bro. You just fucking cry. Even when you know your tears not gonna fix shit.
And like I might always have to take care of her.
I could talk to the younger me. I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me, because everybody needs a community. And when you are alone doing this, I don't care who say they're going to be there for you. I don't care what type of help people think they're going to give you. Get that fucking...
It's so sad seeing these single moms coming online to crash out. But at the same time, I don't think social media is actually the safest place to run to. So I'm not even going to lie. Every time I see these videos of single moms crashing out, I always have a mixed feelings about it. Like, part of me is, dang, she's really going through it. But another part of me is like, why bring this to the internet? Because while watching these ladies, you can feel the stress through the screen, the frustration, the exhaustion. It's real. But the internet is not a safe place to break down like that. And let's be honest, raising kids by yourself is no joke. Even in a double parent household, it is no joke. Imagine just one parent. It is crazy, especially when you are not co-parenting with the other parents. It is crazy. Or the other parent has intentionally made themselves not available. You are waking up early, you're handling bills, you're dealing with kids, no real break, no consistent help. Like that will push anybody to the edge. So when I see them venting, I get it. I really do understand. But at the same time, some of these videos don't come off like I need help. It comes off like I am overwhelmed and I am about to lose it. And that's when it gets uncomfortable to watch. Another thing I notice is sometimes the anger will just be going in different directions. It's like they are mad at the situation, they are mad at the father, they are mad at life, but it ends up coming out at everybody else. And that is why I always say, as women, if we do not know the womb that God has blessed us with, that is the greatest gift you can give to a man. So if you're going to be having child or children for a particular man, sisters, you need to watch inwardly and be sure that this person is a kind person. Even if it ends up you guys are no longer together, that person is kind enough to be there for the children. And I'm like, okay, I get the frustration, but misdirected anger is not going to fix anything. It just makes people step back instead of stepping in to help you. And also, I think what people don't really talk about is how lonely it is. It is very lonely. Even in a double parent household, it gets to a point where probably the mom, the dad, they are falling apart each other. They live in the house and they are like strangers to themselves, roommates. Imagine when it's just you alone taking care of those children. Sometimes you want to crash out. You don't want to crash out in front of the children. You lock yourself up. You're crying. When they come up, you clean up. Or you act like nothing happened. So yeah, you got your kids, but who is there for you? Who is checking on you? Who's giving you a break? Who's pouring into you? So when you see someone crash out, sometimes it's not just the stress. It's built up emotions with nowhere to go. And then it just spills out on camera. But let me say this, social media will humble you so quick. You might come online thinking people are going to understand you, and instead you get judged, you get dragged. And some of these social media folks do not even care. Before you know, they turn your crying face into memes. And now you even feel worse than before. And that's why I always say everything is not for the internet. Everything, really. At the end of the day, I don't think it's about laughing at these women or dragging them. No, it's not about that. But it's also not about ignoring the fact that crashing out publicly, it's not going to help either. There has to be a better way to handle that pressure before it gets to that point. Because the struggle of single motherhood is real. But how you deal with it matters too, especially when kids are involved. Trust me, I do not want my children to grow up and by the time they have access to social media, they are coming out there seeing their mom crashing out on social media. I don't think that is what I want for myself as a mom. So, as a mom, even as a double parent household, as a mom, you see crash outs. You even crash out on the children. There are days you are in that mood. You just want to be alone. You don't even want the children around you. You don't want anything touching your skin. So we really have to be careful as women who we open our legs to, our wombs to, bringing in children into the world. And the fact is that in this era of social media, reality does not seem to exist again. People has forgotten about reality. They believe that social media is the reality. But let's also remember that social media is far, far away from what is called the reality of life. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I really feel for these single moms. I hope they are able to pull through, get themselves together, and just stay strong for themselves and their children. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you've watched up to this point, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and we are going to see in the next one. Thank you so much and peace out.